Hi Aquarius, thank you so much for joining me, to my first time viewers and my returning viewers and subscribers. Okay, we have the Death card, Page of Pentacles, the Empress, Nine of Swords, King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so starting off from the top left, we have the Death card, and this is all about transformation and new beginnings. Also, a big change. It can, of course, symbolize death, so you may hear of a death. There may be a passing that's around you, or this might be a month where this is an anniversary of someone that's passed around you. And the reason I say that, with the Death card accompanied by the Ten of Swords here, there's a new horizon. There's a new horizon, there's a new dawn coming, and the darkness is slowly lifting. I feel as though for some of you Aquarians, you might have been in a bad place lately. I'm not sure if this is in relation to a death, maybe in relation to the death of a relationship, maybe someone's walked away, maybe it's been very painful, maybe you're mourning an ex-lover here, you know, mourning the loss of that relationship, missing that person. I feel like this has been difficult, or will be difficult. You know, and we don't want you feeling that way. We want you to feel positive and happy. You do have love coming to you. For those that are single, maybe you've been feeling lonely for quite some time. I feel like there will be an offer from an earth sign. And this is someone that is very, very, very attracted to you and is very drawn to you, Aquarius. So this is someone that you need to keep track of. This is someone that's putting you on a pedestal. But death is all about some sort of new beginning here. So again, it could be, if you are single, this earth sign comes and makes you an offer. It could be an air sign, a fellow air sign. So a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe even a Scorpio here. But I feel as though this person will really put you on a pedestal, and there's a really strong physical attraction, I should say. If this is regarding a job situation, I feel as though you're moving on. Maybe you're moving on to a new job. I'm not seeing any creative pursuits. They're not coming up in these cards. That doesn't mean you're not working on something though. However, I feel as though there's just a shift here. So something is starting to change. I feel like there could be some sort of disharmony and distress on the job here with the Nine of Swords. And it's in your power to manifest and attract that new role. And you certainly will get one, because there's an offer coming to you in your earthly realm. This could be an offer of money here with the Page of Pentacles. This could be an offer of a new relationship. This could be an asset you're holding in your hands here. This could be a salary amount that's coming to you. I'm not seeing any contracts in these cards though, but I'm definitely seeing a shift and definitely a new offer. So you might hear talks of this. It could be through friends, or it could be that you start manifesting, you know, attracting these sorts of things, and you might see an offer, say on the internet, if you are looking for a new role. Maybe they're revamping your role at the company or the corporation you work for, and they're really changing things up. And I feel as though there'll be more strain put on you, so to speak. You'll have a heavy workload here, so just be prepared for that. And there will be times where you get run down and you won't be able to effectively manage your time. Now, moving on, we have the Empress, and I'm really liking the Empress. This is a beautiful a card of manifestation, of fertility, of pregnancy. You know, maybe you're thinking about getting pregnant. Maybe you might hear news about someone being pregnant around you. You could be hearing news of a death and or pregnancy this month. So there is a lot of things happening around you. But I'm really liking the Empress here. If this is regarding a relationship, I feel like, as I said, there could be someone new coming to you. Again, just be wary, because the Death card could signify this is someone from the past that's come back and trying to make an offer to you. This is someone that thinks they possibly have another chance with you, and they will communicate this to you with the King of Swords. And my God, they will be very persuasive. But I feel as though you'll be very just hung up over this person and not really sure which avenue to take. So this is possible. It's also possible to rekindle an old flame, possibly spend a few nights together and close that chapter. This is also possible. So unless it's something you want to head into, don't do it, Aquarius. Also with the Empress, I feel like you're having a lot of ideas here at work. A lot of people are noticing you at work. You could find out that you have a secret admirer. You might get a gift of flowers of some sort. Someone might ask you to dinner. Someone might ask you to take a lunch break with them. I feel as though this person is on the sly, slowly trying to hint to you ideas and communicate to you that they're interested in you. So it's either an air sign or a earth sign. I mean, it could be the Scorpio, but I feel like it's one of two things. It's either an ex comes back into your life, or maybe a person at work, or just someone around you makes you an offer here. But this is someone that's extremely attracted to you, and I feel as though they may have been watching you for quite some time here now, with the Page of Pentacles and the Empress. But back to this work thing, I feel as though you're very creative. You're really in your element, and you're going to be really productive here with the Empress. So if there's anything that work asks you to do, I mean, I would advise you take it on. Just make sure you manage your time. Well, you try to manage your time, because there will be a lot of things happening for you here. A lot of goings on again, a lot of correspondence and liaising with a lot of different people, superiors, colleagues, etc. But this is just a gentle reminder for you also with the Empress that you need to do your affirmations and practice your law of attraction, etc. Because, you know, the universe is listening and hearing you. So unless you're doing that, you're not going to attract what it is you want, because the universe is bringing something to you in your physical world here. And whether it's love you want to attract, you will attract it. Whether it's that car, that home, that asset, that deed, that change, that physical shift, that physical manifestation, it will start to show up in your physical world here. I feel as though an earth sign could be very prominent around you. Maybe this is a partner of yours, Aquarius. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Taurus, a Capricorn, or a Virgo. But as I said, it could be news of a pregnancy also. So just be mindful. I mean, some of you, I'm seeing that you might rekindle with an ex and possibly fall pregnant to them. So just be mindful of that. Or maybe you start a new relationship and this is someone that really wants children. This is someone that's very paternal if they're a male, or maternal if they're a female. And I feel as though you'll see this. They want the family. They want the family home. They want all the same things, and this is really beautiful. You'll connect on a really nice way here. But moving on, you do have the Nine of Swords, and this is all about anxiety, woes, worries, sleepless nights. I feel as though you'll have a lot of sleepless nights. This could definitely be something at work. There could be a lot of things happening at work. Maybe you're losing a job. Maybe the job is changing, you know, there's a big transformation here, and maybe it's too much for you to handle. Or as I said, maybe you're going to be asked to take on this whole new workload, and your time, you know, there's a lot of time management, and I just don't think you'll be able to handle it as well this month. But try and stay on top of it. It might be a little bit hard at first, but you'll definitely get there and you'll definitely move on. So I just want to say this is temporary. This isn't going to stick with you for too long, but there's certain, I mean, there's 9 swords here, so 9 steps. So, you know, this might take a while to move out of, but you definitely will. Again, as I said, it could be that you're upset, you're mourning the loss of a relationship or the loss of a deceased relative, father figure, family, friend, whoever it is, pet, could even be a pet, but there's definitely sleepless nights coming up for you here. For some of you, I feel as though you've been lonely for too long and you're just up and thinking, when is this going to happen? When am I finally going to get that guy? When am I finally going to land that dream job? When am I finally going to manifest whatever it is that you've been hoping to manifest? And I'm here to tell you that the darkness is lifting. There's a new horizon on the way, and there's a new opportunity that will be placed in your path, and transformation is here. You're manifesting here. The universe is listening to whatever it is that you're putting out, and it's mirroring whatever it is that you're putting out. So make sure you're mindful of these things, because oftentimes when people use a law of attraction, they forget about this. And I myself have been using it for quite some time, and it's so vital that you're putting out exactly what you're thinking about, exactly what you want, you know, and investing all that beautiful emotion and thought into it at the same time. I know it's not possible. We can't always be happy and blissful and grateful 100% of the time, but we can try. We can certainly try, because this is not serving you. If this is a relationship, I feel like you could be walking away, but I definitely feel like an ex could be prominent for you. I feel this month is more to do with relationships for you than work, to be honest. Now moving on, we have the King of Swords. And the King of Swords, if you're a female, the King of Swords could be a male, could also be a a female air sign that's around you. It could be you, or it could be another friend or someone else that's quite prominent around you. This person will figure quite prominently for you for this month, so you could be talking with them quite a lot. I feel as though if you have a job where there needs to be a lot of liaising and corresponding and public speaking and training seminars, this could be on the forefront for you this month. I feel as though there's a lot of communication that's happening here, and that's why I said it could be an ex because of the death card. It's either you hear news of a death or someone from your past comes back, and I'm not sure if you're all too pleased to be hearing from them. But for some, I think this person has changed. For some, I think they really do want a second chance. And that's really your call. Your heart has the better judgment, Aquarius. This is where you really need to be, mindful and say, have I attracted the right person? Have they changed? What can they bring to me in the physical realm? Can they promise me, loyalty? Can they promise me that they want to settle down? Can they promise me this? Can they make me that offer? Do their actions speak louder than their words? This is what you need to focus on here. Again, I feel as though if this is in regards to work, someone will be communicating with you or making you an offer. It could be a superior or it could be a colleague, maybe to team up on a project or work on something new. Again, I feel like it will be quite overwhelming in some aspects where you will struggle with time management, as I said. But you'll definitely hear talks of this. And to some of you single Aquarians, I feel like there's a nice love that's coming to you from an earth sign or an air sign. Or it's an earth sign that just really want to communicate with you, want to be around you, will be very affectionate towards you. They'll be very sensual, especially towards you when they're very, very, very turned on by you. That's what I'm picking up here. And you might not want to move into the bedroom and move on to that stage of the relationship just yet. And that's fine, because I feel for some of you, you aren't ready to take that step yet. And that's okay. You take your time, because transformation isn't always easy. And you need to make sure that you're definitely ready to attract those things. Moving on, we have the 10 of Swords, and this is this new horizon that's on the way for you. 10 goes back to a 1, so there's a new beginning here with the Death and the 10 of Swords. So the darkness is lifting. The past is the past. Let the new light come in. Let it shine. Someone has walked away or you've walked away. Fine, that's how it is. Something might change in a relationship and or a workplace. Again, I feel like there might be a new role coming to you. One where you can be more creative and really take on more autonomy and accountability. If this is in regards to a relationship, then I feel there's something shifting in the relationship. Something's transforming here. Maybe it's something you've been upset over. But there's I feel as though some of you might encounter a new milestone and become pregnant with your partner and talk about moving in or buying a house together. Just undergoing a really nice positive milestone. That's really nice to see. Okay, we have the Priestess of Success here. So success is coming to you, abundance, money here with the Page of Pentacles. There could be a money amount that's coming to you with the Empress and the Page of Pentacles. Success on the work front, success in a relationship. And green is the color of healing. So someone will either be successful in gaining a second chance with you. The dates that resonate with the Priestess of Success are March 18th to April 14th. So this might be the dates where you hear from this person, or might be offered this role because of your success and your ambition. That's what I'm picking up here. Or maybe you're trying to get pregnant and you might do a pregnancy test. Maybe you're trying to, bury someone and you're successful in finding a suitable burial place for this person. But there's success here. Someone will be successful in saying something to you, or you'll be successful in your own achievements this month. Okay, we have the Priestess of Magic, and this is all about the universe and manifestations. This is much like the Empress here. So magic is around you. Things are manifesting. Wow, that's really powerful. I'm really liking these two cards together. So make sure you are concentrating on your manifestations because they're starting to show up. You need to be attentive. They're starting to show up in your physical world here, Aquarius. But I do wish you all a lovely month.